It was a quiet night, too quiet to be normal. Teenagers, in love, parked near the lake, thinking it was just another peaceful evening, but someone was watching. Someone who didn't blink, didn't breathe, just waited. With a loaded gun and a twisted mind. That night, California met its nightmare. A nightmare that would leave taunting letters, encrypted puzzles, and lifeless bodies behind. This was only the beginning of the most chilling, unsolved mystery in American history, the Zodiac Killer. Welcome once again to Chronicle Vault Documentaries. The Zodiac Killer. Between the 1960s and 70s, his brutal attacks terrorized the entire San Francisco Bay Area. He used to send letters to the police and newspapers, proudly claiming responsibility for his murders and often including cryptic ciphers. After the first double murder, he went silent for 6 months, then returned with another attack. On July 4th, 1969, America's Independence Day, 18-year-old Darlene Ferrin and 16-year-old Michael Mageau were out shopping for fireworks. They noticed a strange car following them. To avoid it, they turned into Blue Rock Springs Park. But the stranger followed them there too. At first, he parked beside their car, but drove off shortly after. The couple sighed in relief, too soon. Moments later, the same car returned and blocked their path. A man with a powerful flashlight approached. At first, they thought he was a police officer, but suddenly, he opened fire on them. Darlene was killed instantly, while Michael survived, with severe injuries. A short time later, 3 nearby children called the police. Michael described the shooter, and a sketch was made. The most shocking part, on the same night at 12:04 a.m., the Vallejo Police Department received a silent call from a phone booth. This was the first ever phone call the Zodiac Killer made to the police. A month later, on August 1st, 1969, the killer sent letters to 3 different newspapers, claiming responsibility for the Lake Herman and Blue Rock Springs murders. He included details only the killer could know, like the number of bullets fired and what the victims were wearing. With these letters, he sent an encoded cipher and demanded that it be published in the papers the next day, or he would kill again. The cipher was sent to intelligence agencies, but couldn't be cracked. However, a local couple managed to decode it the same day. It read, "It is so much fun. It is more fun than killing wild game in the forest. Man is the most dangerous animal." He also wrote that he believed in the afterlife, and that the people he killed would become his slaves in the next life. 2 months passed quietly. Then, on September 27th, 1969, college couple Brian Hartnell and Cecilia Shepard were relaxing by Lake Berryessa when a man approached them wearing a hood with the Zodiac symbol. He pulled a gun, demanded their money and car keys. Brian gave him 75 cents and the keys. The man tied both of them up with rope and then stabbed them multiple times. He then walked to their car and wrote a message on it with the time, date, and weapon used. A fisherman later found the couple alive, but Cecilia died, while Brian survived and told police everything. That night, at 7:40 p.m., Zodiac called the police and described the entire attack. Police soon noticed patterns. He only targeted young couples. His attacks happened on weekends or holidays. He struck in darkness or twilight. He took pride in his murders and taunted authorities. The attacks happened at popular dating spots. Most murders occurred in or near vehicles. Most crime scenes were near water. These patterns suggested that Zodiac had a hatred for love or women, especially since, in the last few attacks, the male victim survived. Then, just 2 weeks later, on October 11th, 1969, Zodiac hailed a cab driven by Paul Stine in San Francisco. Upon reaching Maple Street, Zodiac shot him point blank, then sat in the front seat, cut off a piece of his shirt, and walked away. 2 kids saw this from their home window and called the police. Officers actually encountered Zodiac walking in the fog, but let him go because they were told to look for a black male suspect, and Zodiac was white. Later, Zodiac sent more letters, giving details of Paul Stine's murder, and included a piece of his shirt. He threatened to attack school buses, which terrified the city. Police began escorting all buses, but no such attack happened. Children who had seen Zodiac helped police draw a new sketch. 10 days after the cab driver's murder, on October 22, 1969, Zodiac called the Oakland Police Department and demanded to talk to lawyer Melvin Belli on live TV. During the show, a man who called himself Sam phoned in 35 times. Only 12 calls aired. But investigators later learned the calls were from a mental patient in Napa State Hospital, not the real Zodiac. A few weeks later, Zodiac sent more letters and another cipher, which remained unsolved for over 50 years until a team cracked it. In 2020, in the message, Zodiac said, "That guy on the TV show wasn't me." He also revealed he had built a bomb and stored it in his basement. This was a huge clue. It meant Zodiac lived in a house, not an apartment. Basements weren't common in the Bay Area, so police believed he lived outside the city. On March 22, 1970, Zodiac tried to kidnap a woman named Kathleen Johns on Highway 132, but she managed to escape. When shown a police sketch later, she recognized Zodiac immediately. Over the next 4 years, Zodiac kept sending letters, some about murders, others reviewing movies. In one, he claimed to have planted a bomb, but police found nothing. His last known letter came on January 30th, 1974, where he wrote, "Me, 37, SFPD 20. He claimed 37 murders, but police confirmed only 5 matched his style. The CIA and other agencies studied Zodiac's behavior and concluded he had military-level knowledge. Footprints found at crime scenes matched wing walker boots, common in the military. His skill with cryptography and cipher writing also pointed to military training. Because of his fame, many imposters claimed to be Zodiac, making the investigation harder. One top suspect was Arthur Lee Allen. He had a military background and owned a watch with the Zodiac logo, but his handwriting and fingerprints didn't match. He died in 1992. Another suspect was Richard Gakowski, who looked like Zodiac, but again, no forensic matches were found in total. Police investigated over 50 suspects, but none fit the complete profile. Despite the attention the case received, Zodiac's true identity remains a mystery. Who was he? Why did he kill so many people? Was it really about the afterlife or something darker?